Hello everyone, my name is Durwankur Nikam and today we'll be talking about organic and inorganic fertilizers. Let's begin. So, what are fertilizers? Fertilizers are substances that are given to the plant to increase its yield. That means that the crop would give more fruits, better quality of fruits, and this is done by giving plants micronutrients, essential nutrients that it needs, such as nitrogen, potassium, or phosphorus, also known as NPK, which you would have seen on any bag of fertilizers. So, there are few fertilizers that give the nutrients directly to the plant, and few others that enhance the soil, make it more fertile so that the soil would produce nutrients and the plant would be able to absorb them. There are two main types of fertilizers: organic and inorganic fertilizers. Organic fertilizers are made from organic material, such as rock minerals, natural plants, or animal materials. This usually is the wet waste. This can be crushed egg cells, or it can be unfinished food or cut vegetables that you did not use. These all can be used as fertilizers till a certain extent. So, how do organic fertilizers work? Organic fertilizers, when put into soil, would break down producing nutrients. So, such as you have a banana peel that is put into the soil, the banana peel would break down, then release potassium, which would be taken by the plant. So, overall, this is a long process, but it would help the soil, as because of that microbes that would be decomposing the organic material or the banana would be given food, which would thrive the amount of microbes which have a symbiotic relationship with the plants. So it helps the plant, but it takes longer time. Whereas on the other side, you have inorganic fertilizers. Inorganic fertilizers do not try to improve the soil structure as well. They just give potassium as a nutrient. So when you put inorganic fertilizer, it usually works faster because it does not have to break down. The plant can directly take in the nutrients. So it works very quickly compared to organic fertilizers. Why are organic fertilizers better than inorganic fertilizers? Though inorganic fertilizers show quicker effect, they have a much stronger, longer negative effect. This is usually seen when there are problems such as leaching. Leaching is basically when the toxic material from inorganic fertilizers or pesticides in the farm due to rain is washed away and put into a river. This would put all the poison into river, and every animal that uses the water from the river would be having problems because of the poisonous nature of the pesticides and inorganic fertilizers. It is also observed that inorganic fertilizers reduce the fertility of the soil. Instead of helping the plant, this would further make it an unhealthier option for the plant. This usually happens because many nutrients that are given by inorganic fertilizer contain salts as their compounds. These are not absorbed by the plants and would be left behind. Eventually, when too much of inorganic fertilizer is used up, these salts would be kept there collecting overall, and eventually this would alter the soil's chemistry, making it a less ideal place for planting trees. And one more important thing is the amount of nitrogen. Even though nitrogen plays an important role in the development of plant, it can have when used in high amounts, would have a huge devastating effect on humans. It can cause life-threatening problems such as cancer. And according to a research, it is said that organic fertilizers have 30% less amount of nitrogen compared to inorganic fertilizers. It has also been observed that organic fertilizers do not only help the plant but also help to maintain the soil its fertility, and even make the fertility better. This is done, as I said, by increasing the amount of microbes that would be present in the soil, and this would help in the rise of earthworms and animals like that. And as we all know, earthworms are highly useful when you're considering the fertility of the soil. So, for organic fertilizers don't only give nutrients to the plants, but they would also make sure that the soil is remains fertile, is eco-friendly, won't cause any problems to surrounding, and is way better option compared to inorganic fertilizers, which would have good effects, would show effects quickly, but in long terms it is not good, as you need to preserve the land for your future generations as well. So now we'll be talking about how you can make a simple organic fertilizer at your home. So the plant that I own is currently having lack of potassium in it, which can be fulfilled by bananas, as bananas are high source of potassium and contain good amount of potassium in them. So you let the two bananas dry for a long time till it turns crispy and black. Then you will grind them into a fine powder, and you can use this powder and spread it around your plants and mix it with the soil. Now, one important thing to remember is that this fertilizer would take time to show its effect, because as I said, the banana and its the banana would be decomposed in the soil and then release potassium, so it is gonna take more amount of time. Now, here's a fertilizer that works a bit faster compared to the previous one. For these, you'll need 3 to 4 banana peels, some water, and time, of course, because this would take a longer time to make. So, first cut the bananas into small pieces, then add them into water and heat it about till it is almost half left. So, and then you can remove all the banana peels from it, let it cool for some time, and then place it in an airtight container for almost 90 days. So now you have to remember why we are keeping this in airtight vacuum for 90 days. After in those 90 days, it was observed that the banana would react and would release potassium way more quickly compared to the fertilizer that we saw quickly. So how would you use this? So after 90 days, you can take the solution and spray it around your plant's root, or just mix it with some water and water it to your plants. And this is how this fertilizer would actually work. Though this fertilizer takes longer time to be made, it works and acts way more quickly compared to the fertilizer we made previously. So I hope this inspires you to use organic fertilizers, and I hope you see that organic fertilizers are way better option compared to inorganic fertilizers. Thanks for listening to me for this long. Hope you all enjoyed this, and please use organic fertilizers, that it would help your future generations as well. Well, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.